So, now that 22 months of planning and dedication and work and effort are finally over, and the wedding has happened, I want to do something that I have not done on here, surprisingly. I want to tell you how I met my wife. So do me a favor, Mind Palace, let's go back to the middle of the pandemic. I know, hold on, don't freak out. Everybody's locked inside, the whole world is shut down. That's just how it is. Because it's the pandemic, and because I'm not able to go anywhere, I don't really have the option of dating. And my college is rather small, and there's not really a lot of options within that dating pool. So I turned to online dating, like many people my age. Now, I was avoiding my classwork and blindly scrolling on Tinder, and out of nowhere, here comes this account filled with pictures that all look like different people. And the description simply reads, "Looking for someone who can understand my Red Hood tattoo." And there's not a picture of the Red Hood tattoo in the profile. Well, I had already had a couple of photos in my account that showed me with like a Red Hood logo on my shirt, and I had one with me with my Red Hood helmet. So I had it on pretty good authority that if this person was into Red Hood, I might have a chance. So I swiped on her, and luckily enough, very quickly she swiped back on me. And I messaged first with the infinitely suave response of essentially questioning if she was even a real fan. I didn't actually say that. My genius response was to just go, yeah, but which Red Hood helmet is it? In my brain, it was more of like, I don't know, starting to like, oh, which one is it? I want to know. But on its second, on going back and looking at it, it definitely reads a lot more like, yeah, name me 3 Red Hood comics right now. Do you even know who he is? The funniest thing is that she knows so much more about Jason Todd than me. But we ended up talking continuously from that point onward. Now, I was graduating college at the time, so I was only a month out, meaning I didn't have the ability to actually meet up for a date. This woman had to put faith in me to continue talking to me for over a month without ever actually meeting me in person before we actually went on our first date. And from there, there's a whole complete story that I'm not going to get into here. But as for the actual meeting, the entire reason that I met my wife is because of Red Hood and because of Jason Todd. So at the wedding, when we were trying to decide what our guest book was going to be, we were kind of stumped. We were trying to think of something fun, something more out of the box. We didn't want to do the usual, like, write your name on a heart and put it in the sign. And we went back to the story of how we met and how it was a physical item, a Red Hood helmet that brought us together. And as soon as we thought about that, it was plainly obvious what it had to be. This was the guest book at my wedding. I'm not going to put too much focus on all the names that are on it, but it essentially just functioned as something for people to write on to tell us that they were there. And now this hangs up in our front room and will for as long as we feel like it. I cannot express how happy I am at how well it went. I cannot express how thankful I am for everybody that came. I cannot express how happy I am that all of the planning and work that it took to set the thing up is finally done. And I cannot express how happy I truly am to be married to the perfect person. And I cannot express how thankful I am for all of you that made this entire journey possible. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'll see you guys next time.